Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Badgers will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Vasquez. Gonna take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Goal. Broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So Wisconsin's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, that's a great job on the blitz, getting the sack and showing you his speed right there. And with that play, he's making some of the great Golden Domer linebackers of old proud. Guys like Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith. How about Michael Stonebridge? One of the all-time great names in college football history. Looking on, proud of what they're seeing from this young man. This dude has some skills.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast. They're running.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position.
You could see see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did its job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Oh, what a move. Got it in the middle. It's Durham. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Badgers are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Vasquez. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Turning it on. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on 2nd down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. Full. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Off the play fake. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. to the single running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Badgers want to crank the tempo. The give out of the gun. Breaks into the open. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Badgers. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here come the Irish back on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Vasquez. Trying to get behind the defense. Reels it in on the left side. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. From the gun. Give on the inside. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. To the air on second down. Gets it out quickly. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Looking for a crease to the left. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to the ground game on the left. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Vasquez. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to... can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Rushes on him. And down he goes back at the 3. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting
There he goes. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. The Badgers will call on their punt team. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance.
Wide open on the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's Vasquez. Touchdown, Irish! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Sweet cut there. Open space at the 25. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The give on the option. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7. And the Badgers in the hurry-up. Let's take just a moment here and talk about Wisconsin. And what a challenge this is going to be for... Oh, he's got some space! And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Badgers decide to punt it away. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. From midfield, looking for room. He's going to get loose. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They want to run it left here. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
35, Wisconsin, 7.
Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Second down, they'll go to the air.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though. And you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Hand off from the shotgun. Got the first down and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Vasquez. And it's caught! Touchdown, Fighting Irish!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
He'll bring it out. It's Carney. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Looking for a big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch.
Man, that was a drive to forget right there. Like, they wanted to create some space, get out of their own end zone, and maybe flip the field, but that offense got nothing going, and they're going to have to punt from their own end zone.
He'll return it from around the 50. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Still looking on the move. The throw. Got his man on the right. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Vasquez. Punts it out of the air. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Going for 6. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
That's looking for the goal line. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Carney. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Wisconsin offense will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Carney. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. And the Badgers will punt this one away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Vasquez. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Rutgers is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia Tech. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Grab behind the line. It's DeMarco. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds space on the right. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Wisconsin. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
Wisconsin, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here come the Irish back on offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Vasquez. Using the quick game. Oh, what a cut! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers, these guys...
Sprinting away! Attack! Slippery slide! Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown! Fighting Irish! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something. Try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Give to the running back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play. And here they just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Bringing the heat. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. How about this strong safety here, just trusting his gut and going and making a play on the quarterback?
And you can't coach that. A lot of times people see things or they don't and understand, I can go get him right now. I can understand the situation. There's all kinds of guys.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you gotta have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
Gets it out fast.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Looking for a man. It's Vasquez. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! Fitted in the window for the score.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Carney. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They run the reverse. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And the returner will be dragged down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as...
There he goes! Touchdown, Notre Dame! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. On the ground, it's Banks. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And, boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here come the Irish back on offense. Running back searching for a hole. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Vasquez. It's complete on the right side. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch,
throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. With that in the lead, nice and comfortable, and they are cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. Turning it on. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Off play action on first down. They get to him as he throws. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Badgers line up to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Vasquez. Quickly to the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This quarterback is such a playmaker, and his arm is what makes him so special. Could this be the game that sends him to New York City for the Heisman Trophy? He's now got over 450 passing yards.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living. respectfully. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here come the Irish back on offense. Quarterback making checks. To throw, it's Vasquez. He rifles one deep down the middle. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. The snap sets up to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Breaks into the open. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this is always the time in the game when coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. The Badgers will punt it away on fourth down. He's got it. Makes a move. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to pass. It's Vasquez. Got his man quickly. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. To the air on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The handoff. Keep working on that clock. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0. You've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard to see if it sticks. You're down. A lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. Now on the return. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
No stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. He caught it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
The Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He gets a block. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability